Tsunami warning has been issued in Japan, where a massive earthquake has struck of the magnitude of 7.3 on the Richter scale. That's the news that we are getting at this moment.
We reiterate, a strong earthquake has shaken people in northeastern and eastern Japan. The estimated 7.3 magnitude tremor hit off the coast of the Tohoku region at 5:18 p.m. local time. The same area was hit by the March 2011 quake and tsunami. The meteorological agency has issued a tsunami warning for coastal regions in the northeastern prefecture of Miyagi. Now, they expect waves could reach 1 meter in height. Authorities are telling people living in those areas to move to higher ground right away. They've also issued tsunami advisories for other northeastern prefectures, Iwate, Fukushima, Ibaraki, and the Pacific coast of Aomori. Again, this earthquake measured approximately 7.3 in magnitude. It hit early evening around 5:18 p.m. local time. People were heading home from work or getting ready to sit down for dinner. Again, this strong earthquake has shaken people in northeastern and eastern Japan. It was estimated to be 7.3 in magnitude, and it hit off the coast of the Tohoku region. Now, the Tokyo Electric Power Company says the Fukushima Daiichi nuclear power plant has not suffered any damage because of the quake and remains stable. The Tohoku Electric Power Company is checking the situation at the Onagawa nuclear power plant. The two plants were both damaged by the accident last year. We reiterate, the 7.3 magnitude earthquake has not damaged the Fukushima Daiichi nuclear power plant. Now, the Tohoku Electric Power Company is checking the situation at another plant, that's the Onagawa nuclear plant. Now, the two plants were both damaged by the accident last year. We reiterate, a strong earthquake has shaken people in northeastern and eastern Japan. The estimated 7.3 magnitude tremor hit off the coast of the Tohoku region at 5:18 p.m. local time. The same area was hit by the March 2011 quake and tsunami. The meteorological agency has issued a tsunami warning for coastal regions in the northeastern prefecture of Miyagi. They expect waves could reach 1 meter in height. Now, tsunami waves are more powerful than regular beach waves. Sometimes the first wave is not necessarily the largest. In some cases, the sea suddenly draws back. So authorities are telling people living in those areas to move to higher ground right away. They've also issued tsunami advisories for other northeastern prefectures, Iwate, Fukushima, Ibaraki, and the Pacific coast of Aomori. Again, this earthquake measured approximately 7.3 in magnitude. Now, the Tokyo Electric Power Company says the Fukushima Daiichi nuclear power plant has not suffered any damage because of the quake and remains stable. The Tohoku Electric Power Company is checking the situation at another nuclear plant, that's the Onagawa plant. Both plants were damaged by the accident last year after a big earthquake hit the Tohoku region. Now, authorities are telling people in northeastern Japan to get to higher ground right away. A strong earthquake hit about 20 minutes ago. We reiterate, the estimated 7.3 magnitude tremor hit off the coast of the Tohoku region. Now, the same area was shaken by the March 2011 quake and tsunami. Forecasters with Japan's meteorological agency have issued a tsunami warning for coastal regions in the northeastern prefecture of Miyagi. They expect waves could reach 1 meter in height. They're telling people to move to higher ground right away. They've also issued tsunami advisories for other northeastern prefectures, Iwate, Fukushima, Ibaraki, and the Pacific coast of Aomori. Again, this earthquake measured approximately 7.3 in magnitude. It hit early evening as people were heading home for work. Now, we'll be covering this story in the coming hours. Join us again at the top of the next hour. We'll bring you more updates on this 7.3 magnitude earthquake. Thank you for watching.
All right, an earthquake measuring 7.3 has hit Japan. A tsunami warning has already been issued. However, the Fukushima nuclear plant as well as the other nuclear plant which is being investigated. Both of them are safe, both of them are stable. That is what Japanese news networks are saying. The tsunami alert has been issued for coastal areas. However, as far as the nuclear plants in Japan are concerned, in fact, the image that you see right now is of that moment when Japan was struck by a massive earthquake measuring 7.3 on the Richter scale. But the Japanese government at this point has said that the Fukushima nuclear plant is safe and there is no damage to it. It is completely stable. That's the news that we're getting from Japan at this moment. In fact, more updates are awaited. A tsunami warning has been given for all the coastal areas. That's only the initial information that is coming in right now. But it's only in the coastal areas that there is a threat of the tsunami. Dramatic pictures of the moment when the earthquake struck eastern Japan. At least 3 prefectures have been given a tsunami warning. The quake actually struck near the city of Honshu. Most of the areas of Japan will stay safe. As far as worries about any damage to the nuclear plants is concerned, that has been ruled out by the Japanese government. It's in eastern Japan that a tsunami warning has also been issued. The latest coming in from international networks, a massive earthquake, not as big, luckily, as the one that struck last year. Last year it was close to 9 on the Richter scale. This time it's measuring 7.3, but still extremely strong. 7.3, that's the measurement on the Richter scale. It has struck eastern Japan, and the coastal areas have been put on alert. In 4 prefectures, a tsunami warning has been issued. In fact, we'll try and get you live updates from Japanese networks, but this quake has struck near the city of Honshu in Japan. The government has said the risk of a tsunami striking is limited to only 4 prefectures, eastern coastal areas, which could be worst affected. C.M. Kapoor, a senior journalist in Tokyo, now joins us on the phone line. Sir, can you tell us what more are you picking up about the quake and in particular the tsunami warning?
It was at about 5:18. In Tokyo it was 4, but in Iwate it was 5. And they have declared there is a alert of tsunami for about above 1 meter, and the people should flee. There's slightly panic, but not that much, because the people have got used to the previous one.
Yeah, but when an earthquake of the magnitude of 7.3 strikes, has any damage been reported to buildings, to roads? What kind of damage is being reported?
Not yet. The only what news is being told that they're advising people to flee at the higher place, flee. So what they're telling is that remember what happened last year. Remember what has happened last year. Now you must flee immediately. This is a slogan sort of a thing what they're telling people.
Alright, and the tsunami warning is effective for how many prefectures, how many areas, how many towns?
Only Iwate, only at the Iwate, and it is expected at about 5:40. It is already 5:40. It's already 40, but they say it may come, it may be more, it may be less, but they have asked them to be very careful.
Alright, and apparently there is also a statement from the government about the nuclear power plants, in particular Fukushima. What are they saying about that?
They are checking it. What I have listening from the TV NHK program is that they're just still finding out what is happening.
The images that we are seeing from Tokyo, I presume, of the actual moment when the quake struck,
yes,
show its magnitude. It was pretty big.
Magnitude 4 in Delhi, but it was very scary. I've got a 5th floor, but it's very scary. But we stuck to it, and it is calm now. But we have the aftershocks still going on.
All right, so aftershocks are still being experienced?
Yes, we can feel in Tokyo also. Not very much, but Look at the papers, things were still moving.
What about the Iwate province, which has been put on a tsunami alert? Is it a highly populated area?
The alert, the announcement, they have been slightly reduced, but they still ask them that go to the higher places, flee to the higher places.
But exactly what kind of a province is it? Is it a densely populated area? How many people would be affected by the tsunami if it
I don't think
strikes?
because it's in Japan, they do rehearsals. They did heavy rehearsals. They're used to it. I don't think it will be that much.
All right.
Personal view.
All right. Can you also give us more updates that you might be hearing of about the Iwate province? If any other damage has been reported?
Ma'am, I'm in another room. I can't see the TV, but what I can hear is that they are not saying anything at the moment about Iwate at all.
All right, Mr. Kapoor, can you also tell us more about what did you experience when the earthquake struck?
That's scary, I asked my staff, be ready to get down from the stairs, not to use the lift. But even outside, when we see, there was no panic at all. These people had come out of the offices, but there was no panic.
All right, Mr. Kapoor, just hold on for a minute. Let's quickly recap for our viewers the news that we're getting at this moment. Tsunami alert has been issued for one of the prefectures in Japan after an earthquake measuring 7.3 struck eastern Japan. The coastal areas have been put on tsunami alert. What you're seeing right now on your screen are pictures of the actual moment when the earthquake shook Japan. Already remember, this is a country that suffered last year after a massive earthquake struck, an earthquake of the magnitude of 9. There was damage to the Fukushima Daiichi nuclear plant as well at that time. But this time, the government has been quick to announce that no initial damage has been reported at the Fukushima plant or another nuclear plant located close by. Both of them are stable, both of them are safe. There's nothing to worry about. But in the coastal areas, a tsunami warning has been issued. People have been told to flee their houses, to reach higher ground. They do not want to take any chances, and the geological survey, in fact the geological department has said that the tsunami which may just strike, in fact around this time, this is the time for which the warning has been issued, it will be around 1 meter high. The tsunami could be as high as 1 meter. People have been told to flee immediately. They've been told not to venture in the sea at any cost. We try and get more inputs from Japan, more updates about exactly what happened, but the people that we've spoken to have described the moment as extremely scary. Luckily for Japan, they conduct regular drills to ensure that they are prepared for any such eventuality, and those drills of course increased in frequency since last year when a massive disaster struck the island nation. Because of the emergency drills, most of the people were evacuated before anything untoward happened. Still, preliminary reports coming in, no damage reported yet to any of the houses, but we're still waiting to see what more reports come out of Japan. Tokyo, safe. There the magnitude of the earthquake was only 4, but it was the eastern part of Japan which was worst affected. The magnitude of the earthquake there was 7.3. The Japanese government has said there is no damage to the Fukushima plant, and all the nuclear plants, in fact, in the country are safe. A tsunami warning has been issued in eastern Japan. Waves as high as 1 meter may strike. In fact, people have been told to not venture in the sea, to not take any risk, especially since the first wave could not be as high, but the water could recede and come back, which is why the people have been told to stay completely away from the sea and evacuate immediately to higher ground. The epicenter of the earthquake is reported to be close to Honshu. There is just one part of Japan which has been put on alert, one prefecture which has been put on alert. Everyone has been told to evacuate and to stay away from the sea and immediately get onto higher ground. Tokyo, relatively safe. The earthquake there measured 4 on the Richter scale. We just got word in from Tokyo that no damage has been reported yet. It was quite powerful. Buildings shook for several seconds and aftershocks are still being felt. Dr. Dattatray, a seismologist, now joins us on the phone line. It has become pretty much par for the course for Japan, given how it sits in a seismologically sensitive area. But what would you have to say about the quake which has struck today? It measures 7.3 on the Richter scale. Dr. Dattatray?
Much stronger earthquake of magnitude 9 on March 11th of this year. In about the same area, but this earthquake happens to be 200 kilometers inside the sea off east coast of Honshu, and the event has been recorded at 13 hours 48 minutes IST today.
Alright, Dr. Dattatray, what more can you tell us about this earthquake? What about the tsunami warning that has been issued?
Well, tsunami warning, the India Meteorology Department doesn't issue. I mean, it's the Indian National Center for Ocean Information Services, which is the nodal agency for issue of tsunami warnings. In any case, this earthquake being in the Pacific Ocean region, I mean, it's not going to affect the Indian Ocean region at all. That much I can say.
Alright, and what was the epicenter of the earthquake?
It's off east coast of Honshu, Japan. It's 200 kilometers away from the coastline.
How serious is the tsunami threat to Japan?
That's what I said. I cannot really talk about the tsunami related things. It's INCOIS, which is a nodal agency for issue of tsunami warnings and things like that.
Alright, Dr. Dattatray, what kind of damage can be caused by an earthquake of this magnitude?
Well, 7.3 earthquake, had it happened on land, it would definitely might have caused much damage. But since it is in the sea, it's the earthquake by itself will not be able to cause much damage. But tsunami, of course, is possible, is likely, and we need to be worried about tsunami.
Alright, Dr. Dattatray, please stay on with us. Dr. D.M. Banerjee, another seismologist, also joins us now. So, your first reaction to the earthquake that has struck Japan? Dr. Banerjee?
Hello, yes, hello.
Yes, so what more information are you getting about the earthquake in Japan?
I can't get you what you are saying. I can't hear you.
Dr. Banerjee, can you give us an expert opinion on the earthquake that has now struck Japan? It's 200 meters off the eastern coast.
Yeah, in fact, you got the best expert just now from the Ministry of Earth Sciences. He is the best person. But anyway, Japan is prone to earthquakes. That is well known, and it has already been affected very recently, where the nuclear reactors were also affected. So the 7.3 earthquake, and if it is close to the sea, close to the coast, then it is likely to get a lot of damage.
But is there also a danger now, Dr. Banerjee, of aftershocks?
Yeah, that aftershock will continue. There is no doubt about it. And like any other earthquakes, there will be aftershocks. And as you were just now been told that 7.3 earthquake may not give you too much of damage, but if it is very close to the coast and if the tsunami warning has been there could be major damages.
And what makes Japan particularly prone to such damaging earthquakes again and again? It's only last year that they recovered from a massive tragedy.
Yeah, what can Japan do about it? Japan is located in the earthquake belt, one of the most sensitive belts. So they are likely to get the earthquakes all around the year.
All right, Dr. Banerjee and Dr. Dattatray, thank you very much for joining us with your expert opinion.